punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football. I love to play the game of football. I'm ready to play football. And I'm happy to be here. Just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I'm happy to be here. I love the game of football. I think it's an art. I think it should be played a certain way. And that's why I love to play the game. I just love football. We love football. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to represent.
G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia, and I hope you guys are happy to be here too. Make sure you hit that like and that sub. In today's video, guys, we'll be talking about the second-year players from the 2022 draft. Now, I did a live stream on this too, but I thought, you know what? Let's double down. Let's do a quick, short video, about 5-6 minutes, and go over each player and talk about their role, their leap into year two, because it's quite exciting. Like pretty much, it's very exciting to see Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, Leal, Connor Haywood, these dudes go into the second year. Yes, the draft for coming up now in 2023 is going to be really fun too, but it's going to be very exciting. So I'm going to ask you guys two questions in this video. I'm going to ask you guys, who are you most excited about seeing in 2023 from this draft class from 2022, and what breakout player do you expect to be the best out of this class from these guys here? Now, let's start from the very top. Kenny Pickett, number 20. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is working. He's down in Florida. He's throwing the football with Deontay, George Pickens, all the fellas down there. Kenny Pickett, to me, has bought in. He's definitely, like I said the other day, he will be quarterback number one. There's no controversy. He's the guy. The Steelers have built around the offensive line around him. They got Isaac Seumalo, Herbig, right? They're building that around him. They got the pieces, and hopefully in the draft too, they can get more pieces and more weapons at his disposal. Kenny Pickett is going to have a fantastic year, or hopefully in year two, the way he finished. Sure, at the start, throwing a picks, he threw one to the Dolphins, threw one to the Jets, but he learns from his mistakes. He's very confident, and I'm really high on Kenny Pickett in year two. Now, the next bloke is George Pickens. So we've got him here at round 2, pick 52, George Pickens from Georgia. This guy is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think he got over, 6 TDs, 800 yards last year. This bloke is ready to be receiver number one. Well, you've got like Deontay Johnson plus George Pickens there, and who knows what's going to happen with Calvin Austin or Anthony Miller. We still maybe need that third receiver, but I'm pretty excited to see George Pickens go out there and have another full season or full off season, improved offensive line, give him more time, and wherever you throw the football, he goes up and catches the ball, high points it, and he's so physical. So, and the young bloke, he's only 22 years old, so I'm excited to see what George Pickens can do. Now, DeMarvin Leal, we got him last year at pick 84, round 3. He did miss quite a few games last year. In 2022, I think he only played 11 games, had about 9 or so tackles. So what role will DeMarvin Leal play in this defense? Of course, you do have Ogunjobi, Haywood, Montravius Adams at nose tackle. They brought in another new guy in Brandon Fehoko, who might play, behind Montravius Adams. But I wouldn't be surprised, Steeler Nation, if the Steelers go up and draft a guy too at defensive tackle and build that interior defensive line even better. But it's going to be cool to see DeMarvin Leal take that next step and be that rotational player if it is behind Ogunjobi, because they can't play every rep. So I'm excited to see what he can do as well. Now, Calvin Austin. This is the one that's I think we're all talking about as Steelers fans. We like his speed. Can he play returner? Calvin Austin will probably be used more around those jet sweeps in Matt Canada's offense. Now, hopefully Matt Canada doesn't do too many jet sweeps like 7, 8, 9, 10 a game, but you can use Calvin Austin's speed. Do they play him in the slot? I feel like once we see him in preseason, once we see him in training camp, a lot of Steelers fans are going to be super hyped around Calvin Austin, what he can do. But there's still that mystery there because we haven't seen him play since the training camp, and he got injured, and then they couldn't bring him back. He was put on IR, and he missed the whole season. So it's more or less like his rookie year, but it's like year 2. It's kind of odd. But I'm still very excited to see what can happen with Calvin Austin. Now, here's a fun one. The last two are fun, right? Connor Haywood, tight end. Crazy how much production Connor Haywood had last year as a rookie. And this year in year 2, the Steelers are yet to sign at this date, 7th What are we? 7th of April, Easter. It's Good Friday. Happy Easter, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your Easter. Connor Hayward could be fullback. Connor Hayward could be halfback. Connor Hayward could be third tight end. Connor Hayward plays on special teams. And the Steelers have not signed Derek Watt, right? They haven't signed Derek Watt back yet. Is there a plan there where they might use fullback, where they use Herbig in bigger sets? Do they use Kendrick Green at fullback when they're down near the goal line, 1st and 10 from the 10, from the 12, from the 8, from the 5? Do they use the bigger bodies up front? I always say his name wrong. The Raven Clark, swing tackle. Do they use him more? Does Connor Hayward fit that role of just third tight end? To me, he's a football player. Put him anywhere. Put him in the slot. Put him at fullback. Put him at halfback. Put him next to in shotgun. I don't care. Put him next to Najee Harris in shotgun, where you've got Najee on one side and Hayward on the other. He's a football player, and he can play key special teams. So I'm excited to see what happens with Connor Hayward. Now, here's the last one. Second to last one. I will talk about Jalen Warren at the very end. Mark Robinson. Year 2 for Mark Robinson. Now, I think he played at the very end. He played 3 games, or he started to play 3 games. Yeah, I think it was versus the Browns and versus the Ravens. He started to come in. He made 9 tackles. Devin Bush was getting kind of phased out. They were starting to see what they had with Mark Robinson there. I'm excited to see what can happen with this fella, right? Holcomb and Edwards. It's not Edwards. Robert. Is it Elandon? Sorry, my apologies. It's not. I always get this guy's name. I can never get. I always call him Edwards. Elandon Roberts. So Holcomb and Elandon Roberts are the 2 fellas that are apparently starting now. But I feel like there could be a spot here for Mark Robinson. Very physical guy. Used to play running back. Likes to get dirty in the trenches. Reminds me of kind of like Vince Williams or Lawrence Timmons, who runs down into the box and can smash someone. Like, that's a physicality I think we need. So I'm excited as well to see Mark Robinson. Now, to end the video, guys, let's talk about Jalen Warren too. Jalen Warren's going to his second year. Got Najee Harris into his third year. And Jalen Warren is the backup running back. So, and he can also play good reps at backup running back. He can play good reps at catching the football, in the swing passes and stuff like that. So he's going to have a big impact too. But I did say I was going to ask you guys 2 questions. 2 questions. One, here's the first question. Which player out of the 2021 draft are you most excited for? Which one? Which one do you cannot wait? Do you want to buy their jersey? You can't wait to see them hit someone. You can't wait to see them catch a football. You can't wait to see them run, 25 yards. You can't wait to see them block someone. And you can't wait to see Kenny Pickett throw a football. Which player are you most excited for? For me, I am most excited for Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, bro, second-year player, new offense, a lot of guys they got on the offensive line to help him, and I think a whole off season and the fact that he's buying in so much of the team, I'm excited to see at the start of the year, second year, all the stats go back to 0. Yes, his career stats will be 6 and 9 TDs, 7 TDs and 9 interceptions. But second year, I'm excited to see what he can do with that. I really am. This offense and his first game as quarterback under center is going to be so fun to watch. So I'm excited to see what Kenny Pickett can do. That's the first question. Now, the second question. Who do you think out of this list will be the breakout player? I'm talking from you just think, wow, how do you do that? Who's the breakout player? Is it Kenny Pickett? Does Kenny Pickett go out there and throw 30 TDs and 5 interceptions? Does George Pickens go out there and get 1,500 yards, 12 TDs? Does DeMarvin Leal somehow get 15 sacks or 14 sacks or 10 sacks? Does Calvin Austin get 600 yards, kickoff return, punt return? Does Connor Hayward make a big transition, key blocks, big touchdowns, and get 400 yards, 500 yards as a receiver? Something like that. Now, these numbers are outlandish, but who do you think is going to be a breakout player, right? I did say in my live was going to be Mark Robinson because I don't know what the Steelers are going to do at middle linebacker. I feel like Holcomb will be one of the middle linebackers, and there's a possibility if the Steelers don't draft and get someone in the first 3 picks, that maybe they're content with building Mark Robinson behind the middle linebackers they already have. But I feel like the Steelers will go and get someone in the draft at inside linebacker, whoever that may be. But I'm keen to see a breakout player, Mark Robinson. I always root for the guy, round 7 guys. I always like to root for those guys and see what they can do. Anyways, guys, thank you for checking out Steeler Nation Australia. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.